Hello, everyone. In this episode, we'll look at what we can do with this LLM and application. And here's one of my favorite, FOMC minute. So the Federal Reserve Bank governors meet several times a year and decide on where the interest rate should go. And that is a fairly large amount of data and needs some understanding. Traditionally, we have people read this document and do this. And now we have LLM. We can apply this to understand the Fed policy. Okay, let me show you the code, what we did. Again, we know how LLM works and how to use it. So I'll be focusing most on the application side, that what can we do. So here we have FOMC minutes, and from Federal Reserve, the monetary policy, you can basically scrape it. So in this example, you can basically see how to scrape it. We use Beautiful Soup for scraping. Um, Okay, set up Google Colab, OpenAI key, import the libraries and JSON parse helper, and then we scrape the minutes. And here are sort of like it's actually fairly a format, a standard format. So this kind of the website where these things are located. So we can basically, if we just swap these kind of dates, then we can pull the document here. So we can basically scrape it, isn't it? Yeah, like this. Okay, so Beautiful Soup makes it very easy to handle this URL scraping and and do this. So here you can see we scraped 2020 to 2023 a number of documents and explore this data. So we have it only for like 6 years. Of course, we could go much further, but we can take a look at them. And then once it's scraped, we can extract the policy relevant section. So we can extract the section that basically is here in this section. And so we basically parse them out. Keyword-based analysis. So this is the old way of doing it. So we basically have a number of keywords that are likely to be related to hawkish or dovish words, and then count the number of them. That's the traditional way of doing it. So you can do that and see which ear was hawkish or dovish and things like this. And this was kind of the way we did it. So you can have the hawkish and dovish kind of tone here. With LLM, of course, we can be more specific, isn't it? To rate the overall tone, identify the policy signal, assess the inflation outlook, and these kind of the thing that people have to read and understand and then make an assessment of it. So we can basically give in the prompt these kind of context we want to understand and have it go through the documents and make make the LLM tell us what the message of this meeting was, and you can see it basically gives a rating and the opinion about what that minute was. Okay, and we can basically visualize the tone here. Um, 1 is dovish, 10 is hawkish, and somewhere in the 22, 23 it was fairly hawkish, for example. LLM tone versus the keyword tone. They are actually sort of related, correlation 83%, which is impressive. The keyword counting actually does do well. Okay. The Fed dual mandate of inflation and growth worry, how likely it is. And the policy signals. Okay. Most of the time, of course, it stays neutral. Uh, in recent years, they've been talking about tightening and the market reaction to. So we take the S&P index, for example, and 10-year Treasury yield, take it out from Yahoo Finance and then relate it to these kind of tone. I guess the FOMC tone and S&P 500 is slightly related, okay? But the Treasury yield reaction is not that much, okay? LLM tone and actual federal funds rate pass. So how was that? So we can actually download the data um, from a number of sources, but um, um, we can get it from the Board of Governors website. So let's relate that, and then well, the Fed's fund rate and the tone. I guess it's the tone, and then the rates go up. So I guess it is sort of related. Yeah. and the surprise measure when it was actually surprising, uh, the tone change, and the surprise measure. So here was surprising. Mm. So it can do a lot of interesting things, isn't it? Um, and now the tone change to yield reaction and S&P reaction. Now, see, it wasn't really the absolute level, but the change or the surprise of it that actually relates to this. So this makes more sense, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Um, and the interpretation of the full policy cycle, and you can have it had to a briefing and all this. So this is pretty awesome, isn't it? That the LLM text parsing capability can be used to basically help you understanding the monetary policy and make predictions based on the announcements. Thank you for watching this episode.